Kovac, he's, the man to beat in this one. But the Lithuanian as well, maybe playing a bit of mind games there, pulling into the start gates about a boat length in front of everyone else, just telling people, that that's where we want to finish. And there definitely are some mind games out on the water when you're coming into the start gates. But, I think it's
Ooh, that was a late
just with the
call.
mocker on him. I'm pretty sure that was the Lithuanian there. He looked like he took a full stroke before the gate even went down. Maybe this starter is different
Oh, yeah.
to usual, and they're not used to the longer hold between the set and the gate dropping. So a bit of learning to do. I think typically at international regattas, the starters that you have for an event in your heat will follow you through to the semi and the final. So you can get a little bit used to their start calls as you progress through the weekend. But obviously this is these guys' first race of the regatta, so maybe not quite used to those start calls coming from the starter, and the timing between ready and set and the gate dropping can differ. So it can definitely throw you off a little bit if it's not the same as what your coach calls in training 60 times a week.
Yeah, I think you called that right, Elise. The camera seems to have picked up on. Yeah, look at that. He got in a very early stroke there. It was a late call for a false start, but obviously the starter picking up on that after they got underway. So there is a warning for our man from Lithuania, Ignas Nevakauskas. A false start for him. So they all go back now, regroup, settle the nerves again. My man from Georgia looks very relaxed, Johnny Cash. He looks like he's just composing himself. He looks like he's ready for a big race. Don't let me down. Don't let me down, Badre Kavalishvili from Georgia. The Serbian Novakovic, the Serbs are very fast over the 200 metres. We've seen them already in the previous heat. Should mention a few different names in here. We've got Kalani Gilbertson from New Zealand, Elise. Do you know anything about Kalani's story?
I don't, but it's good to see the Kiwis have brought some a big team over this year to the World Cups. Sometimes they do travel with a smaller team, so it's good to see a few different names over here, and they're lining up in all different events.
False start. You have a warning. Lanes 2 and 4.
Oh, lanes 2 and 4.
Interesting.
To the start line. To the start line.
That's interesting.
China
So
and
Kongkang
Serbia.
Wang from China, yeah. Wang from China and Novakovic from Serbia. Totally not what we saw to the naked eye. That's why we're sitting in the commentary box and we don't have any important position, at least because we have no idea about this sort of stuff. So different to what we saw. But anyway, the starters are much closer to the action than we are. Let's see if we can get underway this time. Ooh, again, the Lithuanian, he was ready to go. And he got a real jump out of that starting block, didn't he?
Yeah, and the Georgian then I think just hesitated a little bit as well. Maybe he thought that was another false start, and you just saw him take a bit of a slower stroke off the start. But he's pushing through now, but he's not going to be happy with that start, that's for sure. But the Serbian then, Novakovic, he's pushing through the lead, looking very comfortable, very high stroke rate coming into the last 20, 30 meters now, pushing through for that win. We're looking for the top 6, so those top 3 are going to go through very comfortably. But 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, maybe it's the Swede that missed out in 7th. I'll leave that to the judges, that's for sure.
Yeah, that is not your winner. That is Picon, who I think maybe finished 2nd or 3rd. No, there's your winner, Novakovic. So 2 races, 2 wins for the Serbs. But let's look at this start. Let's have a look. Yeah, he stopped paddling at least. Well spotted. He's gone out and he has. Maybe he just lost a bit of balance there. Yeah, wow. Wow, he's not going to be happy, as you say, with that. So that was a good result for him to still manage to get back through that field over 200 metres and to take either 2nd or 3rd. So not the start he would have wanted. He'll be really dirty on himself for that. But the Serbians putting down an early marker here for the rest of the competition in the 200 metres, with Marko Novakovic taking the win in that race and doing it in a bit of style.
Very impressive
Second
paddle from the Georgian, though, after that horrible start, really, and something that he'll be probably not wanting to even look at the video because he'll know exactly what happened, and he'll be wanting to make a bit of a better show of it in the semi-finals.
But that really does underline what you were saying, Elise. Just one false stroke, one little mistake over 200 meters, and it's very, very hard to get back and to get back up towards the front of the field. So he's done very well to get back up into third. But let's not take anything away from Marko Novakovic.